And we do have one more presentation. We're going to receive a report this evening from Dean Peterson, San Mateo County Director of Environmental Health, on proposed countywide ordinance banning plastic bags. Dean.
Good evening. So Dean Peterson, Environmental Health, your Environmental Health Director. Back at the beginning, first I'd like to thank city staff for inviting me here to give you a brief presentation. The end of last year, the Board of Supervisors held a workshop, and after that workshop they gave direction to staff to look at a single-use bag ban, not only in the unincorporated area, but encouraged us to look at it on a regional basis. So the first thing we needed to do was, of course, to identify a draft ordinance so that we then could go on and do the environmental documentation. It was determined that we needed to do an EIR, so a full environmental impact report, mainly based on experiences in other jurisdictions that did not do an EIR. There was lawsuits, and so we felt that it would be best to give the policy makers the fullest ability to make those decisions based on a full-blown EIR. So the county committed to doing that. We then went to each of the cities within San Mateo County to ask if they wanted to be a partner on that EIR. Basically become a responsible agency, with the county being the lead agency. We also went beyond our borders and went into Santa Clara County and invited cities down there to also become part of the EIR. All told, we have 24 cities, 18 cities within San Mateo County. Those are 18 cities that have retail. The 2 cities that do not have retail are not part of the EIR, and 6 cities down in Santa Clara County have joined under the EIR. Because the Board of Supervisors feels that this is a regional issue, and it's something that really can only be addressed by keeping bags out of the bay and the marine environment on a regional basis, we chose to mirror San Jose's single-use bag ban ordinance, which is has been shown to be successful. It's been shown to be lucrative in that it does keep bags out of the environment, and so we are mirroring that. That's what the EIR study is going to model. And at this point, we did 7 scoping meetings throughout San Mateo County and Santa Clara County to get feedback from the public and businesses as far as what we should be looking at in the environmental impact report. Those have been completed. The draft environmental impact report should be out for public comment the first week or the second week of June, and it'll be for a 45-day period. Once that happens, we will then be taking the draft EIR and a final draft ordinance to the Board of Supervisors, I'm hoping by mid-October, for them to certify the EIR and have the discussion on the policy for the ordinance. If the Board of Supervisors passes that ordinance, then like other ordinances that San Mateo County has done within environmental health, we would offer up to cities to adopt by reference. So again, we could have a full regional impact onto it. So in order for this to happen, because what we don't want to do necessarily is, if an ordinance passes, we really don't want to be in a position of having an ordinance pass and then having a year-long period before it goes into effect. So this summer and fall, we'll be working with the cities to do outreach to businesses and to the community, and that's the one thing that the county needs a lot of assistance on in the cities, is we need the city's assistance to help us with the outreach. You know your businesses, you know your communities, you really know the people that we're going to be able to impact. So that's really what we're looking at. The San Mateo County ordinance, I anticipate, will be going into effect on January 1st of 2013, assuming the board passes it, or soon thereafter. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Irene?
Do you have some kind of template or something that was successful in San Jose for outreach to merchants that we could look at and maybe mirror?
Absolutely. We are looking at that right now. They did a very thorough outreach program. Currently, my pollution prevention program is putting together an outreach plan, and we're including cities in preparing that plan. Hope to have that to CCAG, because CCAG has shown interest in being part of this also by the end of June. So we're hoping to be able to roll out an outreach plan by June, July.
Great. Okay, thank you.
And is it also true that the major grocers are not going to be opposed to it? Would you go as far as to say that they would help in the promotion?
They will definitely help in the promotion. We've seen that in other jurisdictions. The California Grocers Association has indicated that by going regionally, it's as close to a support that they'll get, but they will be looking at this as far as outreach and helping with the outreach as much as possible.
Thank you. We'll look forward to receiving something a little more formal.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good.